Carpe diem.
Got lots of love, love. 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 Got lots of love, love.
imagine it be peace. Never in my life did I imagine it be peace. Never in my life did I imagine it be peace. Never in my life did I imagine it be
but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Water is the softest and most yielding substance, yet nothing is better than water for overcoming the hard and rigid, because nothing can compete with it. Lao Tzu.
Name straight, new wave. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Memories. Memories.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to nearly the end of the season. This is the last losers final match, the last game that will decide the last grand finalist. We've got Short Bus versus Strawberry, and once again, I am joined by To Try Hard Ray. How you feeling for this one, Ray?
I'm feeling fantastic, and we have two teams who have been living different journeys through these brackets. So Short Bus, they had to play a very talented team very early on in the bracket in Red Team, 5 Matt Banger, and they lost. So they got sent to the losers bracket quite early. So they've had to claw their way back all the way through. Got the revenge against Red Team last week. We saw that on stream. That was the two of us casting. And now they find themselves against Strawberry. For Strawberry, this is their first time seeing themselves in their losers bracket. They've won every single match, ended up losing 3-1 to Blue Team. So now they find themselves against Short Bus, trying to find a way to punch their ticket back to the grand finals and get some revenge on Blue Team.
Yeah, and both of these teams, they are just so good, right? I mean, if we could get a look at these teams, right? I haven't really gotten to watch a whole lot of Strawberry, but we'll get a look at Short Bus's lineup first. Akaza, NRG on the DPS, Nakrais on the tank, Vobendo and Ricky on the support. This lineup is that you see the characters is probably pretty close to what we're going to see. Akaza, very, very well known for that Tracer. And Cries for the Doomfist, played a lot of Doomfist throughout this bracket and has looked excellent. I mean, even the match that they lost, it was decided by meters. So Short Bus, they're going to be, they've got a chip on their shoulder. They're going to be tough to take down.
Yeah, one interesting thing to talk about before we move on to the next team. Ricky only played the final map against Red Team in their last series. So actually starting for them today, excited to see how that dynamic is going to change things. But let's take a look at their opponents in Strawberry. We got Pointless and Cookies with Scarlet, Water, and Flight. Another just banging squad. As we mentioned, this is their first time finding themselves in their losers bracket. I'm sure they're disappointed after their loss to Blue Team, and they are ready to fight their way back.
Yeah, I mean, this should be an absolute heavyweight match. I mean, both of these teams, they've been so good throughout this bracket. Like you said, Strawberry, they lost their first match against Blue Team. It was a 3-1 affair. But damn if they're not ready to go, right? I mean, these two teams, they're going to start out on Antarctic Peninsula. This was Strawberry's map pick, so I'm kind of interested what they're going to come out with. Like I said, I haven't really gotten to watch much of Strawberry this postseason. I do know what Short Bus is going to run out on. Short Bus is probably going to be playing that Doomfist dive with Akaza on the Tracer. But I wouldn't be surprised if Strawberry was running the more meta Sigma comp.
Which is very curious to me, because you think about all of these map picks you could have made, and knowing that Short Bus loves to play the Doomfist, I think about all the controls we have available, and I would have thought that maybe Nepal would have been the worst one for the Doomfist, especially if you get, Sanctum, where it's a lot. There means you got that big pit. It's not a lot of room for Doomfist to work with. We've seen even Overwatch League teams at points in the season play the Doomfist on this map. So no surprise there. We see Short Bus coming out with that from the get-go. For Strawberry, highlighting and looking like they want to play this Junker Queen, which, I mean, fast-paced brawl makes sense on a map like Antarctic Peninsula. Can they use this speed to their advantage and get on top of some of these more vulnerable targets that Short Bus is going to have? But I think it's going to be Devil, but it's going to be a really tough job because they have that slide available to them.
Devil is, I believe, NRG. So, this is the lineup, with the exception of Ricky, that Short Bus is used to seeing. Ricky came at the end of the red team game and, played very, very well on the Brig, on the main support. So, maybe that is the answer to try and make this a little bit smoother. Corona, a great player in their own right. But here we go. Antarctic Peninsula underway. We see Necry's on that middle high ground trying to put some pressure on the backline of Strawberry, but even more pressure is being put onto the backline of Short Bus. Scarlet is just absolutely hounding Vobendo and Ricky down there, and they're gonna, they made the right play, and they're gonna lose the first flip, but they'll only give up 10, 11, 12%. And Strawberry, they take the first fight, and they'll take that flip right back.
You'll take that any day to secure the first team fight win. I mean, it's going to be tough with Akaza and Necry's in your backline constantly going after your support. So Water's going to have to be extremely careful, and very good use of the immortality field is going to be crucial, not using that too early.
Okay, Short Bus gets the flip right back, and Necry's is being tossed around like a ragdoll, but of course, Akaza on the point. Tracking down Pointless is going to be that early pick that Short Bus wants to have, but Vobendo going down won't be great. And what a stick by Akaza. The immortality field came out from Water, but it's not going to be enough. And unfortunately for Strawberry, the longer this fight goes, the less time they'll have to reset.
Yeah, to me, allowing that point to flip is a big mistake coming out from Strawberry. I thought maybe they let it flip because, they were collapsing on someone and looking for a kill, but they just weren't. They just let it come out from under them. As we see Scarlet making a swap over to the Orisa, going against the Doomfist, which I think is going to be smart. It's going to be a lot harder for the Doomfist to chunk down an Orisa, and then you have a lot of CC available to not get punched like we saw there.
And, Scarlet switching over, trying to find these counters out, but here goes NRG from the high ground, trying to find a pick with the overclock, gets flight down, and Water stuck in midair. That won't be good for Strawberry. Scarlet is able to take it down Devil, but it's not going to be enough, and with Scarlet being the last one alive, Short Bus, they're in last fight territory.
Able to get that with only committing 2 ultimates for Short Bus. Strawberry, they get a comeback. They're going to have all of their ultimates on this point for Short Bus. If Akaza can get in and find a big pulse bomb, they can end this point right here and now for Short Bus.
Strawberry, they've had Scarlet switch over to the Diva. They're going to get a touch, but it'll be Necry's. A big slam and punch. And is that pulse bomb going to find anything? It probably finds a little damage. And, Water drops that immortality field. And, Strawberry, they get the flip. But everybody's dead except for Scarlet. So Scarlet's just going to back off. Has to be the one that gets this next touch. And will drop down, but has no booster. Well, there's the boosters. I lied about that. But with Akaza still on this high ground, the tracking on point as always. Strawberry's time is running thin, and I mean, they're just losing out on these health pools. And with Cookies going down, that's going to be a lot of the touching power lost for Strawberry, and Scarlet will fall. Short Bus takes sub-level.
Once Short Bus got going after that first point loss, they did not look back. Their dives between Necry's and Akaza are just on point, synced up, and because of these dives that they're able to execute so well, it allows Devil to play whatever angle they please and find those rail shots consistently. So, I mean, that's the power of the composition of Short Bus. Strawberry has to find a way. Either you have to disrupt this dive somehow, or you got to ignore them and get on top of Devil and not allow them to play with all that space. As we now move into the next submap, Strawberry has seemed to land on this Diva to go up against this Doomfist. They're gonna have Pointless and Cookies on the Sojourn Tracer.
Yeah, it's almost a mirror, right? The only exception being the dive tank in the Diva versus the Doomfist, as you mentioned. So it'll be a little bit of a difference in styles, but they want to do essentially the same thing. And with that early pick onto Pointless by Devil, it's going to be hard for Strawberry to get anything out. That is so much of their damage gone. And this Tracer duel is always very, very important as Akaz is very, very good. And you know what? We'll take a quick break. Take a breather, We're going to hit a pause real quick. It looks like Pointless, decided to take a nap real quick. We'll be back shortly. But what'd you think about Ray?
I thought Devil's doing a great job on the Sojourn, opening things up pretty well with those rail shots time and time again. But Short Bus is just playing clinical. They're playing as a team. Their synergy is at an all-time peak. They're not messing around. We mentioned last week they felt like once they got past Red Team, they felt like they were the best remaining team, and they're showing it so far.
And listen, even Red Team thought that. When I was in Zero's chat, Zero was like, yeah, this game, it's the grand finals to us. They both thought that they were the best teams left. And Strawberry, they're a good team in their own right. Short Bus is playing, like I said earlier, with a chip on their shoulder. They're pissed off that they lost even one match. They did get theirs back against Red Team in the lower semis. So Strawberry, they got here a lot later than they did, coming from the winners finals, but you can't take Short Bus lightly. They're a terrifying team if you let them get in, and they'll tear you apart.
Couldn't agree with you more. You all see it was a DC, so it's going to be a minute before we get you guys back into this action, but I do like the swap going over to the D.Va. It's going to allow you to counter dive, maybe go after the enemy Sojourn. It just felt like before you could blink, Devil found that pick early, so you weren't able to really establish anything for any kind of semblance of a dive. So I feel like if you could just reset and regain your footing, you have an opportunity with your Tracer, with your D.Va, to go after that Sojourn.
Yeah, and I mean, it's gonna be rough if NRG keeps finding these early picks like he's been doing all map, right? The thing is with Short Bus, they just have playmakers at all three damage positions. And then Ricky and Vobendo as a support line, they're not as bloodthirsty as some other support lines that I've seen, but they do so well at supporting their damage dealers on the side of Short Bus in NRG, Akaza, and Necry's. I think that you're going to have to either jump on the supports, which is a really good idea for most dive comps, obviously, or like you said, take out NRG, try to single out the Sojourn. But unfortunately, we're going to cut it to a short break. Hopefully we'll be able to get back into the map soon. But stick around. It should only be a few minutes. So we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's not going to be satisfying news, but as you can see down in the bottom right, short bus, they ended up taking Antarctic Peninsula by way of forfeit. We could not get Pointless back in the lobby, so it was either play 4v5 or elect to have the map be going over to short bus, and Strawberry opted not to play, so it will be short bus up 1-0. Strawberry's map pick. Once again, we're going to Numbani.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, that's going to bring in more aspects of dive, hopefully. We might see Sigma as well, especially defensively. But, seeing, I think Doomfist should be good for the side of short bus. I think in the match against Red Team, I believe it went to Numbani, and I believe we saw a lot of Sig and a lot of Diva out of both the teams, so I think we could definitely see those tanks come into play. So I'm excited to see this map unfold. Just gotta hope that Strawberry is able to refocus after what's going on. Sometimes when something like that happens, it's hard to get your team refocused.
Yeah, it really is. Competition is a hard thing as it is, and oh goodness. All right, yeah, competition is a hard thing as it is, but there are a lot of things I expected. This isn't one of them. So Strawberry, they're doing the thing, right? They're doing the dive thing with Scarlet on the Torbjorn. Necrise is playing Roadhog.
Is this new Roadhog? I actually don't know if the lobby's locked down based on
is.
patch. I'm assuming it's new Roadhog, so
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the new Roadhog in action, especially since he got the new live buffs today. So especially going up against a Winston, Hog is known.
They're doing a Torb 1v1. All right, let's get this. Okay, I'm locked in. Let's go. I'm locked in. All right, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. It's Scarlet versus Akaza in the Torb Hammer duel 1 versus 1. The E comes out from Scarlet and Akaza goes down. Scarlet able to get that first pick. They will get I'm not really sure how the rules are going to go between these two teams, but Akaza does get res by Vobendo. It's round number 2. Do they know that that this game is getting streamed? Okay. Okay, are we going again? Scarlet versus Akaza, round number 2. 3, 2, 1, go. And off we are in round number 2 of the Torb duel for Numbani. Akaza heavy in the lead here, and Akaza takes round number 2.
Yeah, that was, this is definitely a game of Overwatch that we are witnessing right now. I'm curious what's going to happen when they win, whoever wins this best of 3. If Strawberry wins, do they give the point up?
2, 1, round number 3 coming up between these two Torbjorns. Scarlet and Akaza even at 1, 2, 1. The E already out for Akaza. And getting the hits in heavy on Scarlet is Akaza, and Akaza will move up to 2, 1. And it looks like Short Bus are done. They took the best of 3, and now they will ensue the massacre. Short Bus, off to a great start here on Numbani.
Yeah, as that's already half the time off the clock for Strawberry. As we see some swaps coming in, Scarlet's going to go over to the Ashe. They're going to continue to play the Alari Mercy, so pick potential with water on that Alari, and then you have the ability to pocket cookies on this Echo.
All right, so maybe we'll actually get a little bit of real Overwatch gameplay here. It was kind of funny, but okay, Scarlet is just gone just like that. Devil able to burn it down the Ashe with the help of those sticky grenades. Devil does have this duplicate, will instantly dive in on the Winston. And Akaza's just still chilling out with the hammer out here. And, both of these duplicates, they didn't go very well for the Ashe, or the Echoes, that is. And once again, Honey Drip coming in here, gonna get the res off on to Cookies. But Devil's gonna go down here.
Yeah, so you're gonna be down your Echo in this fight. I mean, there's a lot of healing
my
available.
goodness,
Short
what
bus.
a
Oh, that was close.
Good hook, and Nakrai's burning here. They're gonna hop on the point here. The trap comes out, so does the nano boost, and Nakrai's with 2 here pops the whole hog, but doesn't need any of it. And Strawberry, they just fall over. Oh, hey, hi Bob, how you doing? Chilling out back there in the mini room over there. Nakrai's on the chase to catch Scarlet, and Bob burns down Vobendo here. So this will be a game of peekaboo, ring around the rosy, or going up onto the high ground. Nakrai's has no idea what's going on right now. Can't even begin to fathom how Scarlet got up there. How do you jump? I don't know. But Akaza in a duel with Flight on the point. Flight does have the Primal Rage, opts to use it here. Water's able to actually take down Vobendo in the back, and with the sleep going out onto Flight, I think, call me crazy, I think it might be over.
I don't even know what to say. Like, my brain just feels like mush after watching that. That was a round of Overwatch, folks. And I guess good job, Short Bus, for getting the first point hold. You had, Roadhog chasing the action, the backline playing hide and seek, essentially. But the rest of your team was able to hold it down. So Short Bus just has to get 1 tick on this point, and they'll be going up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, I have no idea how that happened. Short Bus, they just came out swinging in the most literal sense, swinging the Torbjorn hammer, and we're getting it again. Round number 2 here, another best of 3 to decide the map.
As we see the Torbs coming out once again, so I think we all know what that means. We'll see if Scarlet can take the best of 3 series against Akaza this time around. As we mentioned, Short Bus only needs a single tick on this point, and they'll be up 2-0, headed to match point on Flashpoint.
Yeah, something like that, I think. We're professionals here, by the way. I don't know if y'all know that.
Definitely.
God dang it. Okay, here we go. Akaza versus Scarlet. Round number 2. Akaza took the first round 2-1. I'm looking forward to it. This should be an interesting one. And here we see the fighters have seen each other once again back in the ring. We'll see how this is going to go. The countdown from Devil. 3, 2, 1, go. And here we go. Akaza this time on the attack side, pushing Scarlet back, but Scarlet gets the first hit in, and the overdrive has to come out early from Akaza. Both overdrives used, and oh goodness, and the poor sportsmanship by Short Bus here.
What was that?
Okay, we don't condone this poor sportsmanship in here in CGL, and that will be it. Short Bus goes up 2-0 in the series, in what has been one of the series ever.
Look, my brain is fried, and I'm just like in shock of what we were just witnessing. But boo, Short Bus, boo. That was not cool. Let the Torbjorn vote at least finish out the first round, and then you can take the point. As That was a game of Overwatch, and now Short Bus is on match point, as Flashpoint is our next map type.
What am I supposed to cover, bro? Like, Akaza's better with the Torb hammer? Yeah, that was great. I'm not sure if we're going back to a break here. Yeah, Short Bus. I think that they might be going to the grand finals with a big, bold question mark at the end of that. Yeah.
we're just waiting for the map pick from Strawberry at this point. Only 2 choices. I mean, you either go to New Junk City or you go to Saravasa. You know, I expect Saravasa, but this has just been a weird day of Overwatch. So I'm curious if there's going to be more shenanigans because I've never really seen anything like that on Flashpoint. More Torb 1v1s, who knows? Maybe we get like a Thera in the Skies battle. Who knows at this point? Like, it's a weird day, folks.
Okay, so it'll be Saravasa. Okay, so the knives comes out from CGL. I think we're actually gonna play this map. It'll be Saravasa. Okay, a big if these teams are actually trying moving into the next map, I won't be surprised to see a Doomfist from Short Bus. It's what we've seen all playoffs from them, and Saravasa is a great map for it. As far as Strawberry, I don't know. We have seen one ONE round of their gameplay, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in the previous series for Short Bus, this was the time where Red Team turned things around. They played this is where they pulled out the Orisa to go against the Doomfist, and it actually worked surprisingly well. It doesn't look like Strawberry's looking to play that. They're looking to continue to play their diva composition. The one thing I am very worried about in this composition is for Scarlet, an extremely diveable player when you're going to have Nakrais, Devil, and Akaza just after you. I mean, they're on the Sojourn now, but my point still stands. Lifeweaver, too, you got to be careful.
I would like to point out, Akaza's the one on the Genji this time.
Yeah.
So I think Short Bus thinks that they have this locked down. They're throwing Akaza on something other than the Tracer here. As the first fight for Market ensues, Devil versus Cookies here in the back line. This Tracer duel looks like it's actually going to go in the way of Cookies, maybe? First flip will go to Short Bus, but it'll be with very little resistance from Strawberry. I think we're getting this play fight between these two teams for legal reasons. But yeah, Scarlet is actually looking to put the hurt on Devil, and Nakrais going down. You know, maybe we could see Strawberry coming in taking the flip here.
Yeah, and Genji's getting extremely low. Akaza's gonna have to be careful, and Akaza's down. You're gonna be able to flip this point if you're Strawberry. Very well played by Scarlet.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the Tree of Life coming up in this fight too, so this is actually very defendable if you're Strawberry. Strawberry's got to focus up, or they might blink and we're in a 2-1 series.
Yeah, Scarlet's very, very low. Devil, NRG back on the tried and true Sojourn, and Cookies coming in with a double pulse bomb, sticking it onto NRG, and yeah, that's a pretty good play by the Tracer of Strawberry. And Short Bus, they've got, you know, maybe a fight or two left to try and take Market.
With the way these points tick up, they're gonna get this final fight. Flight's already found Devil, and that might just spell the end of this first point attack. Tree of Life comes out.
Yeah, Ricky goes down, and Short Bus, they're gonna back out. They're gonna go next. I saw the preemptive punch there, Nakrais. You know, try to make something happen. But yeah, this should be Market going over to Strawberry, but Nakrais is not going to give this away so easily, and punches down onto the pedal platform, and Devil's actually able to take down Water here. So, you know, we thought the Market was going to go over towards Strawberry, but Nakrais refused to give it up, and a big play there on the touch, and then the kill onto Water puts Short Bus back on the point.
Yeah, Short Bus is able to flip a switch and get things going. Unfortunate for them, Strawberry's coming back. They're going to have 4 ultimates in their back pocket, so you're going to have to get aggressive with this Kitsune Rush plus your DPS ultimates if you're Short Bus, if you want any chance of holding this point. You're going to have to find picks early and quickly before these ultimates come through for Strawberry.
Yeah, I mean, this game has been an interesting one, but this should be the last fight here for Market, no matter who ends up taking the fight. Honey Drip uses the rally to try and, you know, bolster the health pools of their teammates, but Cookies, they just can't get away from the Dragon Blade of Akaza. And, you know, this fight is over as Flight goes down. Yeah, that will be Market going over to Short Bus as Akaza cleaning up.
Man, they could not have asked for a better fight, Fletch. They exchanged 2 of their ultimates for 3 of Strawberries, and they win the fight. Absolutely ridiculous. Now you got to come over to the next point, which is going to be Temple, and you have this ability to have the overclock in this next fight. Scarlet's now going to go over to the Ash to have a little bit more sustained damage from distance and the dynamite power to help finish off some of these more vulnerable targets that Short Bus is playing, but still, the Ash is going to be very diveable for Necryze and Akaza. Sorry, Akaza.
Akaza, it's whatever. It's more anime stuff, Ray. You wouldn't get it.
I'm sorry, I'm not anime enough. I'm sorry. We've got over this many times.
Not anime enough for Neko Nyan. Aren't anime enough for Akaza. You know, get it together, Ray. Come on. Short Bus, they dash through Cookies and Scarlet, and with the D-Mech on to Flight, you know, flying off the map. Short Bus, they're going to take the first fight here on Temple.
As now they're going to get the... you get an exiting pick onto Ricky if you're Scarlet. I mean, the Lucio's going to be back so fast it makes things tough, but that Tree of Life is such a big ultimate that Strawberry will have coming this next fight. Can you find a pick with this overclock? If you can, I think you're in a really good spot for Short Bus, but it doesn't look like it, as Devil's going to be forced to back up and go back to play the point.
Yeah, nothing on the overclock there for Devil, but... I mean, Cookies is locked in a duel with the Genji of Akaza. We'll see if that's going to turn out anyway, but no, it'll just be pulled, as the Dragon Blade could get pulled here as well. Akaza's kind of in trouble, but Temple is going to go over to Short Bus, and I mean, Strawberry's season looks like it's just going to come to one of the worst possible ends that you could have for a team.
As now it's 1 point away for Short Bus to punch their ticket into the grand finals to go face blue team. Strawberry is going to get the pick onto Ricky, and you'll be able to go to this next point with the Tree of Life. You're going to have Bob, you'll have your mech, you'll have Rally. You have a lot to work with as Short Bus. I mean, they have a lot too. The problem is, do you have enough sustain to deal with this blade that Akaza will be coming into this next fight with?
We will see as Necryze goes down. It looks like Strawberry are putting together a little bit of an attack here on Garden. And with NRG going down, that should be a good time. Okay, so the bomb is going to come out here from Flight, and Bobendo's actually able to follow up on the damage that Akaza dealt here. So without Flight in the picture, this is going to be rough for Strawberry. You know, they know where Cookies is at, and you know, Devil and Akaza, they are more than happy to, you know, watch that flanker try and deal with that. And Bob is, I thought, was already way lower than that, but with the Tree of Life and Bob coming out, Strawberry, they're just... Oh, Ricky Ajax, by the way, gonna switch over to the Brig now. Yeah, so Strawberry looking a little bit better here on Garden.
Is you're going to get one more attempt at this if you're Short Bus to try and really punch your ticket. You're going to be walking into a rally and a pulse bomb from Cookies, who's gotten some pretty big pulse bombs in this series. You got to hope that Devil can come through with a big overclock.
And well, here's the Kitsune Rush from Vobendo, and I mean, Cookies has this pulse bomb. Could have timed it, you know, to go off after that that power block was done, but you know, Devil with this overclock does not want to give up this point just yet. Want to put Strawberry away right here, right now. A big punch from Necryze is going to knock the Scarlet and Water out of the way, and with Scarlet going down there, I mean, Short Bus, they begin their assault on Garden.
as we talked about it, short bus, when it comes for clutch time, they can come through in very strong ways. So if Strawberry can just be patient, they can build up to a lot of these ultimates in another fight or so. Then they come back and take this with their built up ultimates. They just got to play patient, draw out this meteor strike, and they should be good once they build the ult up.
Yeah, and they've got a couple here for the side of short bus. At the very least, they have the meteor strike. Akaza goes down to the coach gun of Scarlet, actually. Cookies has to use the recall here, and here's the meteor strike going to come down right on top of water. And Necry's going down. This could go in the way of Strawberry right now. Strawberry's going to get the flip at 90% for short bus, and short bus won't get another touch. We keep going. Oh, goodness. What a shot.
Yeah, just insane. Coming out from the side of
oh, don't get back and spawn. Yeah, tried to keep water from walking back into that spawn door, but Akaza dashes through 2, cuts down 2, and I mean, the next point's pretty far away, so both teams gonna have to make a bit of a trek.
As they are now going to head over to Ruins for this next point. You're going to have a blade you're walking into, and I don't know if they're ready for this, as Akaza is just waiting in the back lines.
Yeah, has this Dragon Blade ready to go, and Water seemingly oblivious, has to use the dash, cannot get away this time. 3 cuts is all Water is going to be able to withstand, and, with the Kitsune Rush coming out from the side of Short Bus. The flip did go over to Strawberry. Short Bus has 20% already, with Cookies being that low and Flight getting demech'd. Yeah, Short Bus, they're going to take it right back.
Just very quick, very clinical coming out from Short Bus. Akaza coming through with a big blade time and time again. Short Bus is going to have so many ultimates coming in this next fight. It's looking rough for Strawberry. They're going to need Cookies to come through with a big pulse bomb. I mean, you're going to have the rally to sustain, but you got to find some picks with this pulse bomb.
Yeah, Cookies has made a couple of plays on this Tracer so far, and some great follow-up on the damage on to NRG, but what can they find here? Nothing. Actually, Ricky just walks right into it. And at 25%, they'll begin adding on to their total here on Ruins.
Yeah, very well played from the side of Strawberry. They're really good as a team with this Diva composition to re-engage into these pushes, especially against this Doomfist, and they get the exiting pick on to Devil. The good thing for Short Bus is you only need to win kind of one more fight, basically, and you're going to have the overclock, you're going to have the blades, you're going to have the rally, you have a lot to work with as Strawberry have to find these picks early in this fight. They will have a remake available for Flight, and they should build up to Bob.
The beginning of the last fight here for Saravasa. NRG, or Necry's rather, tries to dive on top of Scarlet, who gets crushed into a fine paste by the meteor strike of Necry's. And the shield bash to take down Flight after trying to get that self-destruct remake will not be there. That should honestly do it here for Saravasa. If they get a touch, it's only going to be, 1 or 2 people. Cookies is going to be the only one that's going to be able to, as Ricky, makes Cookies eat a mouthful of whip shot, and that will do it. Short Bus definitely was the better team that series. I don't know what to say, man.
Well, they're going to the grand finals. They get to go face blue team. And that's really all you can say. They played well. They flexed how good of a team they were on that Doomfist composition, and they played it really well, and their synchronicity on those dives is just superb.
I will say, though, them going up against blue team is going to be them getting the opportunity to try and avenge their their third loss of the season because they've gotten revenge on the two teams that have beaten them before in Hydra and not Short Bus, but Red Team. And Blue Team actually defeated them in week 2 of the regular season. So, we could potentially we are going to be seeing a rematch now that they're moving on to the grand finals. As for Strawberry, I mean, they just got boomed after that first map.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's unfortunate, but I mean, they had an incredible season. Coming out with the bronze is nothing to be mad about. The one thing I will say for Short Bus is Blue Team is not a team to take lightly. They are a talented roster, and Blue Team always finds themselves in the top of any tournament they're competing. So you better be ready, because Blue Team, I think they're a little annoyed that you and Red Team have been calling yourself to grand finals, and they're going to be ready to prove you wrong.
Oh yeah, no, fortunately, I think
I
that
saw some SJP comments in the Twitch chat. I know he's ready to prove why.
No, I could not agree more with you there. I mean, I wouldn't take that disrespect. And at the end of the day, a little trash talk is good. If you don't go too far, and these players, most of these players are friends with each other, right? They've been around for a very, very long time. So, Short Bus versus Blue Team. Let's get to it. Should be an excellent match in the next couple of days coming up for Short Bus. But unfortunately, that'll do it for us here on CGL tonight. Short Bus will move on to the grand finals, like you said, to take on Blue Team. I'm looking forward to it. I have been in the flesh, joined by To Try Hard Ray and Head Rammer and Little Joe and Beam Garden and
Mara,
yeah. All those guys, thanks for them helping out on the observing and the production, and thank you all for tuning in to the match ever, and I hope to catch y'all on another one. So have a good night, y'all.
Carpe diem. Carpe diem.
Got lots of love. Love. 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 Got lots of love. Love.